Hey everyone, it's Ken with Ken's Creations. Well, as I'm sure most of you know, I have a slew of machines available to me. I have the Silhouette Cameo, the Cricut Explorer, and I've recently just added the Brother Scan and Cut. And I love all of my machines and I use them all the time. But the one thing I wish that I had was a way to use my mobile devices with the machine. Now the Cricut Explorer does have a mobile app that they've recently just released for their Cricut Explorer. However, the only thing you can do with this mobile app currently is use the Make It Now projects. I actually have a video showing the mobile app and you can watch the video on my channel, so I highly recommend it. It's a very high quality video. But I wish there was a way that I could use all of my machines using my Apple products, or actually any mobile device, because I know not everyone is an Apple lover like me. However, I haven't been able to find anything until now. I was on Facebook, and one of my Facebook friends, I will let them stay anonymous, had a post about how they were using their mobile device to run their software, and I thought, this is amazing, so I'm going to look into it, and it works. So I'm really excited. I want to show you what this amazing thing is. So I am going to show you how you are able to use your mobile devices. In my case, I use my Apple iPad, my iPhone. I'm going to show you the product. I'm going to show you how to download it onto your mobile device. I'm going to show you how to download it onto your computer, and then I'm going to show you how you can use it with your Silhouette Studio. You can use it with Cricut Design Space. You can use it with Brother Scan and Cut Canvas, and you can cut. Now, of course, I know you're already saying, well, Ken, you still have to load the paper. You still have to be next to your machine. Yes, you do. However, what's great is on your mobile device, if you're at, your kid's soccer game, or you are at a meeting, and you should be paying attention to the meeting, but if you don't want to, and you have the ability to get online, you're able to design, you're able to do all of the great things that you could in these programs. Save the project, and then when you get back to your machine, everything's ready to go. All you have to do is load your machines and cut. So until these amazing companies come up with these apps that are giving us the ability to do this, this is a amazing workaround. So let's go ahead, let's get started. Let me show you how to do this so you are able to design on the go. All right, let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is I want to show you where to get this app. Now the app can support both Apple devices and Android devices. And when it comes to the computer, it can support both Windows-based and Mac-based computers. I'm going to go ahead and launch the App Store. And we're going to go ahead and search for the app Splashtop. Now, I've downloaded this already onto my iPad and onto my iPhone because I wanted to try out both of them before I recommended this product to make sure it was a quality experience. Now, I will let you know from trying out both of these, the iPad version is a lot better than the iPhone version, and that's just because you have a lot more room on the iPad. Now, the iPad is a $4.99 charge for the app. Now, $4.99 I know sounds like a little much for an app. However, this is opening up Design Space and Silhouette Studio and your Brother Scan and Cut Canvas so you can design on the go. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, Ken, you have to be near your machine to load the paper and cut. However, you are able, like I said earlier, to design, save, and then when you get home, cut it. So this is huge. So for $4.99, that's a huge advantage for me. Now, if you want the iPhone version, I'm going to go ahead and show you that as well. So the iPhone version is a $2.99 charge, and it looks like this. It is Splashtop 2 Remote Desktop. Once you've found the one that you'd like, you're actually going to go ahead and purchase it just by hitting the purchase and walk through your steps like you normally would by entering your passcode. Once you've downloaded it, it will save to your desktop, and it will look like this on your desktop, and we're going to go ahead and open it. Now normally it's going to walk you through a setup portion. Now the setup portion normally will ask you if you have an account, just like this, and it's going to have you put in a email and a password. I already had one set up, so I don't have to walk through that, but it's very simple. It will ask you to give an email and a password, and that is it. Once you've gotten to that point, it's going to get you to this point. Now you cannot do anything until we load Splashtop onto your computer, which is what I'm going to show you next. So let's go ahead and show you how you need to load Splashtop onto your computer before we can connect to that. So let's go ahead and do that now. So now that we have the app portion installed onto your device, we need to download the streaming part onto your computer. Very easy to do. All we're going to do is go to www.splashtop.com. From this portion, in the upper right hand corner, there is a part that says Download Streamer. We're going to go ahead and click that, and it's automatically going to start your download. So as you can see, it downloaded this on my desktop or on my computer right here, and it is already automatically figuring out if I am a Windows, Mac. It does it automatically for me, which is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and double click to start my installation. And right here is my package installation. I'm going to go ahead and double click that. It's going to say you're going to go ahead and install this onto your software. And it will say it's going to guide me through. I'm going to say perfect, that is beautiful. It's going to tell me how much space it's going to take up. I'm going to say install this bad boy. It's going to ask for my password, which I'm going to give them. And it's going to tell me in order for me to complete the installation process, I have to restart my computer. So because I've already installed this, I don't have to restart the computer, but you normally will have to restart it. So you'll know that it has successfully installed on your computer because you'll have on a Mac a little icon up here. So right here I have this icon. It says Splashtop right here. So that is as easy as is done. So we have Splashtop now on our computer. We have Splashtop now on our iPad. So we are ready to go. So I'm going to show you now how to do this, how we're ready to go. And this is awesome, you guys. I'm so excited to show you how we can design mobile now. All right, let's do this. So now I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to connect to either your iPhone or your iPad. Now it's really important in order to do this, you have to make sure Splashtop is running on your computer. If you accidentally closed out of it, make sure to go to your Applications window by going into your Finder, Applications, and you're going to see a Splashtop application, which is right here. Just double click that, and you're going to see it automatically start running up here. If you do not have this running on your computer, when you actually go to the app, it is going to say you need to pay for an additional service to have it run. So make sure that this is running. All right, now that we know that it is running on the computer, let's hop over to the iPad so I can show you the magic of creating on the go. So now that we know for sure the computer has Splashtop running, we can actually come to our iPad and launch the app. Now Splashtop is going to have you already log in, so you're good to go. Now since I am connected, I can go ahead and start the app by go ahead and clicking on my computer, and I am good to go. However, I wanted to show you if you were not connected, you would see this screen. And what it would say is access your computer from anywhere. You don't have to be on the same network as your computer. And then in big blue writing, it would say, we do not see your computer. Are you sure you're connected to your network? And this would give you the indication that you are not connected to the Splashtop on your computer, and you would want to make sure you are. Okay? That is a very clear indication that you're not connected. So now, what is this Anywhere Access Pack? So earlier I told you that I was at work and I was using this app to use Design Space and Silhouette Studio. And remember, you're not going to tell my boss about that. I was on a break, okay? I was on a break doing this. I was. So anyways, in order for me to do that, I did have to pay for that service. It's $1.99 a month. It's $2, which is less than a cup of coffee. I already know you people are saying, wow, I had to pay $5 for the app and now $2 a month for this service. But for me, that is a huge advantage to be able to, on my lunches and on my break, to design my projects and then save them, and then when I get home I can just cut them. So this is a huge advantage. And then for yearly it's only $16.99. Now right now, if you hit this little back button in the upper left hand corner, it's going to have a little pop-up that says get anywhere access pack now by inviting your friends. You hit invite now and it's going to tell you that they'll give you 8 weeks for free by inviting your friends via social media. So you'll log into your Splashtop account and you'll use tweeting, you'll use Facebook, you'll mail it, and it will give you 8 weeks free just by inviting them, which is huge. So I've already done this anyways a million times. So but it's cool, so that way you can use it and have it anywhere. So, other things to make note of is up here in the upper right-hand corner is your settings. So you have your email and your password. You have your purchases. If you are using that anywhere now, you can see your purchases. You have your options. So that's where you see your hints. And I'll show you what I mean by hints here in a second. You have allow auto lock. You have background mode. You have auto connect, show offline PC. You have 2-tap finger. You advance over here, which is your IP addresses, which I'm not using because that's for advanced features. Contact us and about. So just a little bit more information. But we're going to go ahead and connect. All you have to do is to connect is hit your little screen over there. You'll see a little pencil over here like I just did. This is your resolution. So you can change the resolution that you see on your computer screen on your iPad. So you have 800 by 600. You have 1024 by 768, which is the iPad's best fit. Or you have use computer's native display setting. Now, I will let you know if you're using Design Space for Cricut. Use computer's native display setting is the one you're going to want, because if you don't use that, you're not going to see all of your options that you're going to need. So that is the reason I've chosen that one. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that, and I'm going to select Kenneth's MacBook Pro, and we're going to get this party started. All right, guys, let's see what this magic is all about. All right, so now we can go ahead and go to the app. Here is Splashtop. And we're going to go ahead and connect to my computer. And what this is going to do is it's going to go ahead and take over my computer laptop. Now, it's automatically going to give you some hints. So this is essentially telling you how your hand becomes the mouse. So right here, it tells you a tap is a click. If you take your finger and hold on your screen, it's like a right click. If 2 fingers is a toggle trackpad mode, and so on and so forth. So there is other ways that if you need this hints, it will come back up. I'm just gonna hit this continue. Now essentially what this has done is it's overtaken my computer screen back here. So everything I'm doing on my iPad is like taking over my computer. So I virtually have access to my computer. So if I want to, like I said, access Design Space, I can actually move, my mouse down here and access Safari. I just come up here, and to get to my keyboard, there's a little keyboard down here. I'm going to click that. And it's going to come up to Design Space. And it's just like doing everything else in Design Space. We're going to log in like we normally would. And the great thing is because it's accessing, it's just mirroring your computer, you don't have to worry about flash or anything like that. So once again here, it's going to bring up everything. So now we can actually insert your images. You can go through, I can bring this bear on, I can insert images on there. Now this is where it does get a little tricky, and I will say this is where it got very tricky on your iPhone, because your iPhone is a much smaller screen. But this is where you would select it. You can come up to your edit. This is where once again your keypad comes into place, because you're going to bring this up and delete here. Bring your number pads. If we want to move this up to 7, there it brings your bear up. And then you just drag and hold him. That's going to move him around wherever you want to move him. Now, where it does get tricky, this is where I will tell you it gets tricky, is if, let's say I bring another image in. I bring this house in, and it layers it on top. On the phone, here it's not so bad, but on the phone, I had 2 images layered, and it was hard to separate the 2 images. So keep that in mind. So for example, here it's not too bad. But as you can see, I'm able to do everything that I'm able to do that I was able to do on the computer right on my iPad. So it gives you complete access. I can actually hit go if I want to. And at this point, obviously, the only thing I wouldn't be able to do is cut at this point, because it's not hooked into my computer. So the one thing I would do, though, is I would be able to hit save, and I would be able to save this as, let's just say, test. And, oh, I already have one as test. And it would save it then, of course, to my file. So then when I got home later in the day, it would be on my computer, ready to cut. Alright, so that is Cricut Design Space, able to access that mobile. Amazing, very exciting. So the next thing I want to show you for all you Silhouette Studio lovers out there is you're able to go to your applications folder, and there is Silhouette Studio. We'll go ahead and launch that. And while that is launching, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and get rid of my application here so we don't have that in the background. And once again, just like in Design Space, you have complete access to do everything in Silhouette Studio that you normally would as in Design Space. So you can add features, you can make things bigger, so you can, by going to your edit keys up here, you can do the same thing, just click things here, bring your computer screen up. Hit apply, and it makes it bigger. So I won't go through all the features, I want to keep this relatively short, but I wanted to show you using this app and the low cost of buying the app and bringing it onto computer. For the first time, I found a way to be able to use both Silhouette Studio and Design Space on my Apple iPad app anywhere I go on the go. I have now have the ability to create using my iPad and not worry about downloading Flash or running into any of those weird drives that we have to download or anything weird like that. This is amazing, you guys. So I definitely recommend downloading splashtop onto your computer. I definitely recommend downloading splashtop onto your iPad or iPhone, and definitely use this. So, alright guys, I hope this gives you an insight. I'm just going to go ahead and close this out and give you my final thoughts on this program. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video on how you can create on the go with your mobile devices, including your iPhone, iPad, and Android devices. I'm really excited. I love Design Space. I love Silhouette Studio software, but as I've told you, my biggest complaint is the fact that no one can create on their mobile devices, and in today's world, everyone has mobile devices. So this is really exciting for me. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on the Splashtop app or on how to use it or get it installed on your computer. Keep in mind, right now, Cricut does have a mobile app on their Cricut Explore. It is just for the Make It Now project, so please check out that app. It is a wonderful app, and I have done a video on that app. So definitely check out that app. Right now, Silhouette Studio and Brothers Scan and Cut do not have apps available, so this is a great way to use your mobile devices with these machines and your favorite cutters. Alright, make sure you guys are checking out my blog over at www.creativepen.blogspot.com. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel to check out these videos and all videos about Silhouette, Cricut Explore, and soon Brothers Scan and Cut. Make sure you're checking out my Twitter, Pinterest page, everything Ken's Creation on the internet. And thanks for checking out today's video. I really do enjoy every single one of you, and I thank you guys for following me everywhere you can. Alright guys, thank you so much. Make sure to go out there and create something magical.